All right there, and welcome back in. I'm Turkey Salad Boy, and this is Miles Between Us. This is our Slow Miles Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. If you're new here, episode 1, our first drop, you can find that sitting in a playlist on the channel. And we have this tendency to clip the calm moments and the chaotic ones into shorts, so there's plenty of content for you to dip into as it suits. And if you ever want to catch us do a live run, then we drive on Tuesdays and Fridays. Right, enough of that. Let's get trucking. So, as you can see, we're in Leipzig because that's our home base. We've got some more beams. Yeah, it feels like we're Keanu Reeves, aren't we? Keanu Reeves, often criticised as being a wooden actor, but oh my goodness, isn't he a saint in real life? He absolutely is a saint. Right, so here we are in Leipzig with some wooden beams. I thought that was pretty neat, look. You saw how they actually chop up the logs in the background, look. Yeah, that's pretty neat, that. Anyway, one on the keyboard. We're in the cab. A little bit of volume. I don't know if that affects you too much. Again, I'm playing on a PC with, well, it's got less than 12 months mileage, right? The PC. It's a Intel i7 with an RTX 4070 graphics card, I believe. And I'm playing with an Xbox gamepad controller. I am lusting after a wheel. Yeah, I've watched a lot of people play this game, Euro Truck Simulator 2. They play it with a wheel and pedals and a, what do you call it, a shifter. I'm not too fussed about the shifter, to be honest. I just want the experience of playing it with a wheel, because it feels like reversing. And trust me, as you'll find out from watching this series and watching the shorts, we have some problems when it comes to reversing. Right, we can't go left because it's crossed out, so we've got to go right. Indicate, signal, manoeuvre. Let's build up some speed. So again, we've got some beams that we've got to drop off in Bremen. Again, I do have another channel. It's not really a plug, but I'm just trying to put a bow on it. We're in Germany. We're in Leipzig because again, I've got this other channel dedicated to German fussball. You can find it if you want. Feel free to go check it out. German Football Spotlight. And on that, we have covered teams like, whoa, concentrate, son. We have covered Werder Bremen. We were doing a Football Manager save as a live stream. It's on a cliff edge at the minute because we've basically got one game to save the season, to save our career, and the odds are we'll get sacked. Anyway, we've got to drop these wooden beams up. Oh, where's my wing mirror gone? In a second. So I pressed F1 there to get into this menu. Again, just in case you're not all that familiar with this game. F2 to bring the wing mirrors back up. That's what we want. That's what we want. We don't want any vehicle adjustments. We're trusting in the sat nav. Oh, here we go then. Not quite an autobahn, but you know, if you're watching this in the UK, or if indeed you are watching it from anywhere in the world, welcome in. Welcome in. And the point I was trying to make was, in the UK, we would have called that section of road a dual carriageway. This is an A road. Again, if you're in the UK. And I've just been done for speeding. That's because I wasn't concentrating, was I? I was too busy showboating about my knowledge of Germany and the road systems. Anyway. How much was that fine? I'll have to play that back. Was it €260? Seems a bit steep. It's all coming off our bottom line, as they say, innit? All coming off the bottom line. Anyway, seeing as though this winding A road seems to go on for a while, I'm going to put this. I'm just going to drop below this. Now, this has been something that's been nagging at me. So, the 60 mile an hour indicator on the hood, on the sat nav, which has got a red warning symbol around. Oh, the colour red denotes danger, isn't it? Red light, Billy Ocean. Oh, I love a bit of Billy Ocean. And again, be prepared for being on the other end of lots of irreverent 80s, 90s, noughties musical references, pop culture references, mainly music anyway. So it's got 60 on there. And yet, if you look at some of the signposting on the side of the road, some of them go 70, 80, 90, 100. Now, having watched other people's Let's Plays and live streams, I've come to the conclusion, rightly or wrongly, that is a self-imposed Mercedes truck policy, although there's some setting inside the truck that won't let us go more than 60 kilometers per hour, which is fair enough. And actually, if you think about it, it's good for fuel consumption and good for our costs, because we don't have a lot of euros at the minute. What have we got? Something like 2,700 euros, something like that. And this job, I think it pays out just over 3,000 euro from memory. Again, we've got 11 hours to do it. So what I was going to do there was just drop below the 60. So again, let's just assume that it's a speed limit set for us. We're doing 57. You can press C on the keyboard and that activates what we're affectionately calling the Tom Cruise control. So the Tom Cruise control is set because it looks like this A road is, as the Beatles would sing. Was it George Harrison or was it? I think it's Paul McCartney, wasn't it? The long and winding road seems to go on for quite a while, so we'll stick it in Tom Cruise control. I'm sure he's a Beatles fan. I'm sure somewhere in one of his many properties he's got some vinyl. I'm sure he's got that album. It is a classic, isn't it? Long and Winding Road. Sergeant Pepper, I believe it's off. If not, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, have a think about liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. These are easy times. This is a relaxed setting in which we game and hopefully in which you consume. So don't feel under any pressure to do anything. But if you do want to help a emerging content creator out, then a like and a subscribe would be very much appreciated. Anyway, let's carry on this journey. So yeah, on the way to Bremen, which is in the north of Germany. Of course, that's where Ollie Burke was playing. Ollie Burke, a fussball player of Scottish origin. Has he gone back? Where's he now? Oh, he's got Union Berlin, I believe. Yeah. Again, let's not get too distracted by German football, but I could, and I do, and that's why I've got a channel dedicated to it. Anyway, yeah, we're off to Bremen. I can share a hilarious anecdote about meeting an American fan of Werder Bremen during my travels of the FIFA Club World Cup in America last summer. It was the last stop on the journey. I'd been away for, what, 18 days? What had we done? 9 cities in 18 days. Stopped off in New York because it was easy to fly home from JFK. And I met this guy whose name, if you look him up on Instagram, is Werder Bremen. But for some reason, my head clocked his name as being Mike. And of course, I edit all my own videos, and I know that I got his name wrong 27 times because, again, I was doing the editing. And it became a bit of a running joke, and to his credit, Brian did at one point switch his Instagram name to Werder Mike. Oh, we did laugh for a fleeting moment at the same time. But yeah, he's a diehard Werder Bremen fan, and he does go visit, despite the fact that he works in New York. Literally, it was well, there was Macy's in the background. We were meters away from where everyone gets that Instagram photo taken. Times Square, right? It was just off Times Square. It was hilarious. Anyway, I've got to take this off Tom Cruise control a sec. Oh yeah, of course, Hamburg's further north as well. We have to come off soon, so I'm just going to lightly feather. That sounds very artistic, doesn't it? I'm going to lightly feather the right trigger just to keep us motoring, again, respecting the speed limit. Oh, nice scenery there. It is right here. We didn't indicate. We're going to do it last minute, and I've gone and done it all last minute. Look at that. Look at that, people. Would you just admire that? That's what happens when you get carried away. Oh, are we going to hit that? Are we going to hit that? Yes. Someone's going to have to fix that, mate. Oh, that is a coach party. Oh, cooey. I wonder where they're going. You can just hear them all, can't you? You can imagine them there. I'm not going to do the voices or the accents, but you imagine going, someone's caused havoc at this junction. That's right, isn't it? Anyway, nothing to see here. We've got a payload to drop off. First of all, let's make sure we don't get mashed by a Mercedes or by that truck, that tanker. And the beautiful thing about playing on a gamepad is you can press B and it snaps you back into a centralised cab view, which is wonderful. Now, you do get penalised in this game. Again, if you've played it before, hopefully you'll be sympathetic with my driving ability. Even if you've not played it before, please be sympathetic with my driving skills. The point I was going to make was, you would know that you do get penalised for damage to the trailer. You get penalised for traffic violations like the speeding fine that we got cobbled with a few minutes ago. What's the other one? Oh, headlights. Yeah, inappropriate use of headlights. Seems to be a pesky fine that I keep incurring, but of course, as you can see, it's a Monday afternoon. It's just gone 3 PM local time in Germany. It looks beautiful. Again, I'll just switch to that view so you can appreciate Germany in all its glory. If I could just centralise the lane. Oh, going a bit quicker there. That's good. Let's make sure this van doesn't get squashed by us. The only squash we like is orange or butternut. Let's see if I can get that centralised and just showboat. Look, there you go. Looks gorgeous. We just crept into that lane by mistake. Let's course correct. Barmke. I wonder if you can get a barm cake in Barmke. Oh, I love this game. It's just so relaxed. The vibe is ambient. Yeah. I just love it. What I don't love, and you'll find that out soon, is reversing. Well, reverse parking especially. It seems to be my kryptonite at the minute. Looks like we've got a turn off coming up. We'll look at the truck. Probably use that as a screenshot later. I'm going to switch back to the cab mode because again we've got a turn off coming up. I'm just going to drop it out of Tom Cruise control, take over the wheel, as they say. We are filtering to the right. I haven't actually been to Bremen. It's on my bucket list because again I was hoping to meet up with Werder Brian at some point. There's no action in Germany right now in the Bundesliga. Well, in fact, there's no action in any of the German football pyramid, from the Bundesliga to the Zweite Bundesliga to the Dritte Bundesliga to the Regionalligas because of the winter pause. Very practical people, the Germans, aren't they? They're respecting the health and the safety of the players and the officials and the support staff, and more importantly, the fans. There's a police car. Thought he was going to catch me out there, didn't he? The old Polizia, but he didn't. Because I'm not speeding and my headlights are not on. We're going to slip it back into Tom Cruise. Not into him, you know what I mean? It's not one of those channels. Straight bit of road, let's admire it again. Look at that. Oh. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. For a game that came out in 2012, and most of my graphics settings actually are on medium. I could crank them up to high. I've seen a few other content creators do that. I'm happy. If you want to see it in more HD glory, by all means drop me a comment down below, let me know. So what have we got? We're still, what, 140-ish kilometres to go on this journey north to Bremen. Just a nice, relaxed run. Payload of beams. Again, just showing the end beams. There they are. And we saw how they logged them, didn't we? We saw that from the dispatch, or the, what do you call it? What do you call it? From the login refinery. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane for a start. We should be over here, shouldn't we? From the sawmill. There you go. We saw them actually put the... I mean, that's nature at its finest, isn't it? You can have a quick look at it. Look. So we saw them, didn't we? We saw them take the logs, put them in a big, like, grinder machine, and it spat out these beams that are on the back of our payload right now, which we are taking... I'd say not all the way north. What's the northern point? Kiel? I mean, they got relegated, didn't they, from the Bundesliga last season? It was their debut season. They did really well. They scored a lot, but oh my goodness, did they ship a lot of goals. Now, it looks like it wants us to come off here. So... there we go. Yeah, not quite as north as Kiel, but Bremen is in the north. Let's build up a bit more momentum. Oh, there's another coach, look. Gooey! Wonder where they're heading to. Gonna filter again, because we are coming off soon. Yep. Drop all the way down to 40. And then they got caught out there. I was doing 70. And the German Polizia like to hand out speeding fines like greetings cards. We don't want that, because we do actually want to come away from this job with a profit. $130. Surely that's distance and not speed limit, surely. Or maybe it is speeds. Again, we are governed by the rules of Mercedes and their engineers that have capped out our engine. Well, the recommendation is not going above 80. I have seen other content creators absolutely floor it. Like pin their pedal to the metal and do 90. I just had this image of like our entire cab shaking. What are we slowing down for? What's gone wrong here? I mean, technically, what, 5 o'clock anywhere is rush hour, yeah? But this is an autobahn, so what's with the pauser? What's going on? It feels to me like people were rubbernecking there. Oh, does it want me to come off? I'm not. I'm going straight. Yeah. So let's stick Tom Cruise back in. We can handle going 75, 74. I'm just checking my wing mirror. There's no one coming on the inside, so yeah, we'll move over to this lane. We'll be respectful. We're not in a rush. We've got hours to deliver this payload, these beams. Hours. I'll just confirm that, by the way. I can just have a quick look. Come out of that, see? There's 5 hours and 22 minutes remaining for us to get paid for delivering on time. 5 hours and 22 minutes. If we quickly check the sat nav, it reckons we'll be there within under an hour. So we're on track. We're on track to deliver these beams and earn some more euros. And hopefully progress through the levels so we can really start earning some big money, go on some longer journeys, because of course the ultimate end goal is to have a very successful haulage empire. Yeah. A trumpire? Trumpire? Doesn't really work, does it, with Donald? Yeah. They love these sharp turns, don't they? I mean, they're not exactly 90-degree angles, are they? More 45. But... oh, just turned the indicator on. At least I haven't got the wipers on, like I did in the episode 1. The wipers were on for most of that delivery thing. Again, feel free to go and check out episode 1 on the channel. Slowly drifting back into this outside lane, which is a filter lane, because again we are coming off. As it feels like we are on the outskirts of Bremen. It should pop up in a minute. Bremen discovered. I'm waiting for it. Oh. If you oof, close to clipping that. The edge of them bollards, and if you play it with a wheel, you can configure settings like the indicators all on the wheel. At the minute, because of the way I'm sat, I'm bolt upright, but I'm not exactly lurching, I suppose, but I've got access to the keyboard at the minute. The indicators and the wipers and the lights and the horn are pretty much all on the keyboard, all keyboard commands. There you are, see? There we go. Ring that bell. Another city discovered in our career. What's the speed limit? 50. It's on a red light. It's on a Billy Ocean. Just centre a little bit. Pause. 5 kilometres to go. They reckon we'll do it in 12 minutes. And again, if you come back here, we've still got 4 hours 26 minutes to do this drop. So plenty of time. Could probably go and do our shopping, couldn't we? Do our shopping. What shops have they got? Lidl? Aldi, Leckerland. Could even get a coffee, couldn't we, somewhere? How are we doing for petrol? Is that half? Just over half a tank. I don't feel like we need to rush off to get petrol, but we could. My point is, we've got plenty of time. We could even do some sightseeing, although that would negate the fuel that we've got. Always a roundabout. This is fun. Probably shouldn't have stopped right there, but I got distracted. Spin that wheel, son. Oh, I just hit something, but it didn't flash up any damage, so we'll just make out there was nothing to see. So this is Bremen. This is what we can expect when we go travelling. Either before the end of this season or next season. What have they got there? Moulin, not Moulin Rouge. Do you think that was meant to be a Marriott, a hotel? A fictional hotel brand inspired by an actual real life brand. We'll do some investigating. Not during this job, because I actually want to make some money. Right, activating Tom Cruise, because it appears that 50 kilometers an hour is the limit in this section. Lots of overarching roads look. You can probably see it better on that view. Just straighten it up. You could have seen it up. Where does it want us to go? Oh, should be in that lane. Sorry. Sorry, people. Oh, there's a gate system. The gates have opened, so someone's in that. Someone's in a gatehouse somewhere. They've seen us drop by. Where does it want us to go? Is it obviously can't go that way, so it's got to be right. Oh, of course, it's on the water, isn't it? It's a bit like Hamburg. Yeah. So this is a port. It's a port city, like a Malmö, or like a Hamburg, or even like a Hull, where we're currently based. And just up there we can see the green flashing indicator of the finish line for the drop off. There's some impressive cranes. There's also there in Bristol recently. There we go. I'm not gonna put anyone, especially myself, through the pain of attempting to reverse park. So let's play it safe. We'll bank the 15 experience points. And thankfully, it's right in front of us. Alongside this crane. Far too fast. I'm just going to switch the camera angle so I can see that I made it. Just going to reverse a little. That's it. Stop, 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 stop. Cargo's ready. We'll press T. Lower in the suspension, and there you go.
Nice.
376 kilometers driven. It took us 6 hours 47, so a fraction under 7 hours. 185 liters of fuel consumed. We got the money for the delivery because we were on time. 3,264 euros. So 376 XP boost plus the trailer manoeuvring bonus, which bonus? Well, it's Scottish, isn't it? Bonus. There's a moose loose about this hoose. I feel that's somewhat flattering. Maybe it's a backhanded compliment, that language. Anyway, level 1, we're halfway, or just over halfway towards level 2. Job completed. Excellent. Ring that bell. And of course, we can assign some skill points. I'm inclined to dedicate these skill points to long distance. As you can see from the right hand side, look, we effectively get more XP, look, if you travel long distances, which is great. So we'll do that, we'll bank that. We'll have a quick look at what jobs we can take for next time. What are we thinking? Apples. Where were they going? They're going to Hamburg, so just slightly. So it's slightly, what's that? Slightly northeast of where we've currently delivered to in Bremen. We're going to another port city of Hamburg, maybe. We'll get a few hours on the Reeperbahn. That could be mischievous. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. We've completed another job. We've banked some more money. What we are now, our earnings so far are 5,664 euros. I think we'll leave it there. So, thanks for spending time with me today. If you want to see more runs like this, you know where to find me. I'll be in the cab. Please have a think about liking and subscribing to the channel. But of course, there's no pressure because we are dedicated to providing relaxed gaming for tired minds. And until the next mile, look after yourself, people. Look after yourself.